Okay, just gonna do some final adjustments, get everything pulled up, and then we'll get going. Alright. Chat's live. Go away. Oh, on YouTube TV. Okay. Chat's live. We'll turn the music on. This time we're playing the Soul Eater OST. And my camera froze again. God damn it. Why? I just got started. Okay, come on. There we go. That's better. Why? For real? Facecam might not be working. So we'll see how that goes. First I'm gonna put all this link in the places. Oh, I should... yeah. Just a couple more. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can get my camera to work for longer than 5 seconds. Although that screenshot is quite funny. I gotta turn that down a little. I can't hear myself think. Alright, let's see if I can't get my camera to work for longer than 5 seconds. Turn on! Okay, now stay that way. Jesus. Yeah, I noticed. It froze like as soon as I started, and then I fixed it, and then like 5 seconds later it froze again. But welcome to the stream, Dan! I'm working on a OTO commission. Okay. Do I have everything? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, I wanna... hang on. Let me just update the description real quick. Oh, no, this is a CVVC bank with a lot of extra things. A lot of extra things. Namely, the additional nasal vowels and also some limited VCV. Kind of exhausted actually, but I wanted to make sure I could actually get some work done on this commission because I've been neglecting it in favor of using Lily's V3 trial, which you may have noticed I was spamming covers with. Every time I switch lines, I have the stream open over there, so I can see the chat on my tablet. But, like, every time I switch lines on the stream, like, I think that somebody sent a chat message, and I look, and it's like, no, that was just me. Also, the current music of choice is, the Soul Eater OST. If you haven't seen Soul Eater, it's a great anime, I definitely recommend it. Oh, for real? Hey, Zan! Glad that you could make it. Sorry about the camera. It's being a little dick, and I don't know how... Seriously? I don't know how long... You're seeing this, right? Like, it's just not working with me at all. I don't know how long this is gonna be able to work. So, I apologize again for the camera. Oh my god, okay, that's kind of a pain. Why is it so short? Honestly, if the camera freezes again and I can't get it to turn back on, I might just have to turn off the camera. Which would be a shame. I like the added interactivity of that, but you know, what can you do? So what's different about this Oto compared to other Otos I've done on the channel is I actually had set param sort the Oto list by the hiragana alias. For a particular reason, and that reason is the commissioner requested that I leave the duplicates, excuse me. They requested that I leave the duplicates in, but I don't have to Oto them. I just have to leave them in. So basically, this is making it easier for me to know what to skip. Hey, Hada! Nice to have you! Thanks for coming! Whew. And like, I can show you how to set all this stuff up probably on the next pitch, which I will get to hopefully today or next stream or something like that. But yeah. It really isn't, is it? God damn it. Okay, well I'm gonna have to turn the camera off. Sorry guys, it's just not working. Let me find something to put up there instead. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Let me find... Oh lord. Oh, that's really big. Hang on, let me just put my face back up in the corner. And then we'll just put that underneath. There we go. That's me now, from now on. I'll just turn that off so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I should! Damn. That was a good idea. Oh well. I don't want to disrupt the stream any more than I've already done. I need to get a new webcam. It's just not... Okay, actually though, hold on. Okay. If I can find this. There we go, that's better. Just slap that underneath everything. There we go. There, that's better. That's me. That's actual live feed of me right now. I'm just gonna real quick, because I like the way this one is better than this one, so I'm just gonna switch them real quick. Make this one the duplicate. Yes. There we go. I'm not really trying on a few of these because, like, I know they're duplicates and, like, they're probably not going to get used anyway, but, like, I figure I might as well put it in about the right location. I think my camera died for good. I don't think it's coming back. But yeah, basically I really wanted to make sure I focused on working on this instead of doing, like, one of the millions of other things that I have been up to. So, yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody. Okay, come on. Oh, I think I got confused for a second. Yeah. Okay. So since this is sorted by alias, that prime puts all the VCs up at the top, so this whole section down here is basically just the CV and VCV portions of this voice bank. I really need to be better about checking that right blank, because that can sneak up on you pretty bad. It's just that it doesn't happen often, so I get lazy and then...
Still struggling like I'm stuck in a trunk. If it ain't cool, it ain't alive. If it is fake, kiss it goodbye. Got no vibe, give it no try. Gotta make things happen on your own, that's right.
Alright. Stream dropped, I'm sorry. Sometimes my internet is a bitch. Okay, but we're back. Sorry about that again. So how are you guys doing today? Because I pretty much just, like, I got up, I odoed a little bit. And then I helped my mom with the Christmas tree, and then I streamed, and that was it. But, like, the reason I'm so tired is because I had to get a couple totes of, like, Christmas decorations out of the garage, and they were heavy, and now I'm tired. Nice. Nice. What's the fanfic for? Like, what thing are you fanficking? I don't know. Nice. Nice. That's, like, one thing I've never actually engaged in or know anything about, but... Oh, wait. That's a bit big. We can turn that down. So, like, the main thing with VCV especially is so in any CV or VCV, doesn't matter what you're OTOing, the pre-utterance should go after the consonant. With VCV, you want to make sure the overlap's number stays the same number, so you adjust the left blink until the overlap is, like, right before the vowel starts getting weird. And then you adjust the number of the pre-utterance until it matches where it should be. Sounds good! It's good. This is like my favorite part of any OTO is like the PBH clusterfuck where it just feels like it goes on forever because the characters hardly have vary and it's just, it's not a fun time. How you doing? Okay. Then you want to cut off the end part of the vowel where the vowel becomes inconsistent and you want to make sure that the consonant isn't. Because basically you want to make sure that this part in the middle here is good to stretch or loop when the OTOw needs to make the note longer or shorter. Oh god, what just happened? Did I press down too many times? I might have. Sometimes when it lags between recordings, like, I get impatient and that does not help. That does not help me at all. Come on. Okay, well, we can definitely turn the pre-utterance down on that. Yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna do, like, an actual OTO tutorial video, but, like, I gotta, like, set out a script and, like, make sure I have everything set up and ready to do that. I can't just... Like, I feel like tutorial-esque streams are easier because you just kind of pop on and you say things as you think of them. Oh, yeah, that's way too short. Okay. RIP! I mean, I haven't been streaming for long, but so you didn't miss much, but thanks for trying anyway. Okay, so for the CV portion of a CVVC, you kind of want the pre-utterance to be here. You want to make sure that the left blank is cutting off the previous... Yeah, might as well. You want to make sure the left blank is cutting off the previous vowel. The overlap doesn't matter as much, just like with a harder consonant like B or P or T. You want to make sure the overlap's before the actual consonant happens, or else it'll get faded out in the crossfade. And then you fix the right blank and consonant like I said before. I can pull up a VC real quick if you want to see that, but I mean, that's the gist of it. Because with the VCs it gets a little complicated because there's more than one kind of consonant, and each consonant you kind of have to adapt to differently. So like you see here, if say the previous vowel was here, and I had to put the overlap there, you would want to actually make the overlap shorter. Otherwise, don't touch the overlap at all. this bass oto is actually from another pitch. So, like, you can see how the pre-utterance is actually a bit too long, because when I put it in place, there's, like, a bit of the previous vowel still in there, so you just slide that over and you turn that down. Eventually, you get really good at guesstimating just how much you need to turn it down by, but there's not really a method to that. You just kind of have to eyeball it. Oh, that's really long. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Then we can make this a lot shorter. Then we need to make sure that this cuts off the end. I also linked my tutorial website in the description. It should be there. But, yeah, so basically that covers, like, everything I know about otoing. All the way from, like, what do all these numbers mean to, like, how do you oto something that doesn't have, like, bases and established rules. Wait. Paying attention. It looks fine, but I don't trust. Yeah, so like... You don't want it to be... Like with the CV, you don't want it to be too big. Because otherwise it'll sound weird when you put it in a towel. But that's kind of an advanced thing, is when you start to know... Eventually you get a feel for, like, how long it should be. So if the consonant is too long or too short, you can just manually fix it with the CVVC Oto. Like, you can... That's a thing you can do. Because, like, if this... You can't really... But like, say this M was held out for way too long. If I only put it in, put the pre-utterance in for like half of it, then that's all you get to hear, and the VC will make up for it later. I just like slapped a bunch of pop cans off of my desk. Like with VCV, if you accidentally recorded the consonant to be too long, you're kind of screwed. Like, there's not much you can do about that. Which is why it's very important that you pronounce your consonants quickly when you're recording a VCV. Very important. Whew. Come on. Because, like, you don't want to make the pre-utterance too much bigger than the overlap. I think, like, 4 times is about as far as you want to go. Because any further, it'll just sound bad. So, like, this, since this is an auto from... Basically, I'm using the auto from a different pitch as a base for this pitch. So because of that, some of the numbers are a little skewed because they were set specifically for that pitch. The other thing to notice, you don't want to make the pre-utterance too close to the overlap either. So like, you'll notice my default for most of these CVs is like 60-90. If you have to lower the pre-utterance lower than 90, you should set the overlap to about half of what you set the pre-utterance to. To make that easier, I'm basically just using... This is from CZ's VCCV list. And it's just a bunch of copy-paste number sets. And then I've added a bunch of other, like, custom number sets to the bottom of the list. You can't see the whole thing because it just didn't work well in OBS's layout, but... U is always like the worst. Because like it's so hard to tell where the Y ends and the vowel begins. Even on the spectrum. Without the spectrum, all you have is this, and that would just be hopeless, but... I wasn't feeling that one. This is the Soul Eater OST, so I don't know. I might switch it up later. I haven't decided. But yeah, I'm hoping to at least get this bitch done on stream. Hopefully I can start the second one too. So like you'll notice for like the R's, like it's very small because it's just a flap. It should just be like a little tap. And so because of that, I use the smallest value possible from the text list. And also, it can be kind of hard to auto if you're not zoomed in far enough. Is that set to 300? It absolutely should not be. Maybe a little more. I'm not feeling this one anymore. Let's try Sonic music. Let's start with, not that one. This one's always good. Or, no, I totally lied. That is not the one I wanted at all. This one, yeah. Perfect. Say what you want about Sonic, they have some dope music. Like all of the games do, even the bad ones. I don't feel like doing that. Reach inside me, trying to get my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. So yeah, since we want to preserve that gap there, the overlap is very small on this particular segment. Because otherwise you lose the fluidity of the consonant. I also hate OTOing the RYs because, like, they're just so weirdly pronounced that sometimes it's hard to tell what you're supposed to be doing. Let me show you who I am and what I'm out for. Also, you'll notice with these consonant Y CCVs that I like to include the Y with the consonant. Because in banks like VCV, where you can get some pretty large overlaps in pre-utterance values, you don't want the crossfade to fade out the Y. Like, you actually want to be able to hear that. Go. Come on. It's alright. It's alright. That's cool. Just OTOing. Ugh. The only thing you missed was, like, probably me talking about how OTOing RYs is awful. Oh, what was that? That's nasty. Do you see this? This is not... Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Let's just, there we go. Much better. Okay. What? Oh, that's gross. I have no idea what I'm looking at. There we go. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Like, the main thing is just, I don't know... I don't know much about any other languages. But I am working on, and you might have noticed this in my channel, I am working on a multilingual rec list. Which is intended for at least 4 languages. I'm not, no, fuck it. You won't. The crossfade will take care of that. Like, I've definitely been tempted to try other... Yeah, you can find... It's called CVVC. You can find demos of it on my channel. There should be a playlist with a bunch of demos in there. But yeah, so it's supposed to be English, Japanese, Spanish, and Tagalog, and I think it's... I'm actually pretty much done with the list. I just need to finish websites and art and tutorials and things. But yeah, it ought to be at least semi-compatible with languages outside of the main 4 that I was targeting it towards, just from the nature of the phonetics that... I mean, there's only so many sounds that a person can make. And of course, with any multilingual list, you're gonna get it accented one way or another, but like, hopefully... Like the tests I've ran seem to have been fairly well... Like, it's looking good so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I just need to make sure I can get it finished and get it out there. Oh, I don't like that. Hang on. Okay, just had to make sure. I know I get lazy with checking that right blank, and you really can't be doing that, and I know that, and I do it anyway. But yeah, honestly, I've been kind of fascinated with multilingual banks ever since I found out that Tato's Japanese and English could be appended into each other. And so, like, from that point on, I was just like, yeah, I should find a way to make this doable and still good. And I think I did? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wait. No, no. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Like, really all I have left to do with that is, like, I have to draw art for a couple of demo banks, and I have to finish the tutorials and websites and things. Oh my god, I think I'm finally out of the R's. Ugh. That's like easily my least favorite part of any Oto is just the R's. It's so annoying. Wait, I hit down too early. No, go back. There we go. And like the other thing I wanted to make sure of was I wanted to make sure the rec list was compatible with Japanese. So basically it doesn't... The phonemes don't conflict with Japanese Romaji phonemes, which is something that... Yeah. Yeah! That would make sense. And it was sort of like that. Basically, I got the idea for it because, like, I wanted to be able to make a bank for Kannagi, like an updated bank with more English capabilities. But I can't do Kannagi's voice for very long. It's too low for me. So I just kind of... I was looking at this and I was thinking, you know... What if I tried this? And so I tried a different method and I kind of... It started as like a dumb little project and then it kind of... This is the worst part, by the way. The nasal VVs, you can't tell the difference. Sorry. Anyways. But yeah, so that was sort of what was in my mind, was like, how can I make this so that there's not as much recording, it's still high quality, and easy to use and stuff. I have no idea... Is it here? Maybe? It looks the same! And now this, because this is a CVVC base, sort of, reg list, and he wanted all the duplicates left in, there are 38 copies of these on, and I'm not in the mood for all of this. So I'm not going to. He did say I didn't have to, which I am definitely taking advantage of. Because, man... I got another commission to get to. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, I got confused for a second. I was like, we went from this to... We went from... and as what's happening. No. I forgot. This bank also has a lot of extra consonants for, like, English and stuff. But like, that actually kind of reminds me I need to do some work on CV-C again, because I haven't in a while, because between Oto commissions and family vacation and, I downloaded Lily's Trial, so I've been really busy trying to make sure I don't waste it. Which you might have noticed, because I uploaded like 4 Lily covers in the span of like 2 days. Yeah. Sorry if the spam bothers you, but, yeah. I really like Lily. I like having her. It's just that I'm poor as shit, and I do not have the money to spend on another Vocaloid bank. Come on. Oh, ew. Okay. That needs addressed. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I actually have a couple other Lily covers in the works that I just haven't mixed or finished yet. And actually, I have another one that's finished, but I want to see if I can't get an MMD motion for the song. Oh, that's... I'm really hoping I can, because I found a model I really like. But it had, like, some physics glitches, and so I took a lot of time fixing the glitches, and then I realized that the motion I had was the short version and not the full version. So, rip me. Okay. Oh yeah, that's also my favorite thing, is when they don't actually leave space at the end of the recording. Like, excuse you? Oh, good! That's my favorite thing! There's no fucking room! The whole recording's cut off! Why would you do that? Ugh. This is why you record with Orimo, okay? This is why you record with Orimo and background music, and you don't cut off the end of the recording! There should always be at least a second before and after every recording in a OTOing bank. Always. Because otherwise you get shit like that, and it just makes it hard to auto. Well. Because like that sample, it's gonna sound like shit in some resamplers when you drag the note out, because there's barely anything there to stretch and loop. I don't really like this one as much. This one I like. Oh, I guess I forgot to hit shuffle. Rip. Like, even if you don't want to use background music in Orimo, fine, whatever. But, like, at least make sure you don't let go of R until you're finished recording. Sorry, this bank has been a headache start to finish, and I just really want to get it out of my sight forever. Nice! Nice! I've never... Well, the only Vocaloids I've ever had a chance to mess with was Gumi and Lily. Gumi I actually own. I paid for her. She is mine. Lily is a trial because I was looking longingly at her website. And I noticed that there was a free trial, and I was like, yes! Right. Glottal stops. So glottal stops you auto like any other VC, except you want to make sure this end part with the stop in it is before the pre-utterance. So, like, because that way you can actually, like, hear it, and it won't get blended out. That needs to be a little bigger. There we go. That's better. And then, of course, you want to make sure that the silence between the syllables is in between the consonant and the right blank. Nice! Nice! I don't post anything on SoundCloud because, like, I'm almost out of minutes and I'm like, well, I need to get some more recent stuff on there, though, because, like, people keep finding my super old tracks from, like, 2 years ago and liking them, and I'm like, no, don't look at that! I'm like, no, no. Oh, hey! How you doing? I'm doing alright! I'm doing alright! This commission is not... I'm basically just trying to power through this as much as possible because, like, this commission is suffering. Wait. Wait, these are... Oh no. Shit. There we go. I hope that wasn't wrong on every other thing. It is a weird CVVC! This is the weirdest bank I've ever looked at in my entire life! I kind of hate it, but I don't ask questions, I just do what I'm paid to do. Yeah, glottal stop. So, like, you know when you say uh-oh, that little stop in the middle? Glottal stop. A lot of people record them with Japanese banks for, flavor. They're not really necessary, but they're important. I like them for, like, tuning, and it helps with, like, realistic things, and, you know, it's not necessary, but it's nice to have. Some English banks have them too, but it's a little harder with English because there's so many vowels. But, on the bright note, this is the bottom of the Oto. So this pitch is done, and then I can show you how I set up the other pitch. Because basically I'm using the pitch I'm using the first pitch I otoed as a bass. But yeah, I would not, if you see something in this bank and you think, man, that's weird, maybe I should put it in my bank. The answer is probably no. No, you should not. Because this bank has a lot of weird, unnecessary things. Right. End breaths. These are end breaths. So basically, when you're otoing an end breath, it's the same as otoing a vowel ending where, like, you put the pre-utterance at the end of the vowel and you make sure everything back here is consistent and everything. Make sure the consonant covers the entire breath and then leave silence at the end to loop or stretch. 4, I want to say. 4, I want to say. So yeah, just make sure the entire breath is covered in consonant value and make sure there's adequate space at the end for looping and stretching in the sampler. Because if you loop stretch the breath, it'll sound bad. It'll sound really bad. Utao does not like white noise. Thanks. Like, the one thing about OTOing that I'm bad about is, like, I always forget to scroll over and check the right blink. That's, like, the worst. I'm really bad about that, and I need to stop. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the streams, at least. Mostly I just do them so that I'm not alone with my thoughts, and also because then I have to commit to OTOing for a couple hours at least. Because, like, I was talking to Zan earlier about how I've been working on a lot of other things. There we go. Just like that. Alright, that OTO's done. Gonna send that to the client, and then we'll... load up the next pitch. Okay, so basically, while this is loading, I'm just gonna talk about what I did beforehand. So beforehand, I took the OTO from the first pitch I OTO'd, which was A4. I pasted it into the folder, and then I opened it in Notepad and used find and replace to replace the suffixes with the proper suffix. Important note on that, when you're doing that, make sure you check, there's a little box that says, match case. Make sure you check that if the bank has duplicates like this one does that are numbered. Because I might have completely fucked myself up. Because, like, it would see something like 4 and it would put the suffix there, and that's bad. You don't want that. But also just typically don't include don't include duplicates in Japanese banks. It's not really necessary. I mean, you can if you want, just don't make me OTO them. That's sort of the bottom line there. Like, with art pacing, you kind of need to. But, okay, so you can see that I voted this because Sepran makes all these specific decimal numbers. So, I actually used the decimals to keep track of where I was in the OTO. So we can, if we click the top part of this column, it'll select the whole column. Then we hit right click, change the values in the selection. I don't think you can see the box. But if you can, I don't think you can see the box, but like basically it's got all of these, you know, numbered things that you can do. But all you need to do is you need to click the bubble next to convert to integer and click go. Boom! Decimals are gone. Decimals are gone. This is also useful if you're one of those people that hates the fact that Sepran makes decimals. And then, okay, so this is in the order... This is in the order of the WAV files, which is the default for Sepran. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Options, no, Tools. Tools, sort the parameter list, sort by kana order. And then that sorts the entire OTO by the aliases. Specifically by the second character of the alias, since this was designed for VCD. This is extremely useful if you ever get a commission like this where they're like, leave the duplicates in, but you don't have to OTO them, because now I can just see, like you see all of these duplicate aliases right in a row, and you can just click right past them. You don't have to worry about whether or not you OTO'd the important ones. I'm gonna try and fix my zoom, because it always messes up. Because these recordings are very long, a couple of them, and it just really fucks up my perspective on things. The other thing is you want to make sure your right blank is always negative. Because otherwise, you won't be able to... It won't move while you slide all this other stuff around, and that's just a nuisance. Right, so this is a D5 pitch. I don't know how in the world they managed to record D5, but here we are. And if you were wondering what I just did, I basically just set the target tone in the advanced settings. So you go options, advanced settings, and down in the corner it has like a target tone option you can use. Which basically just, this red line is the target pitch, and these blue dots are the actual pitch of the recording. And that can be helpful for when you're OTOing for looping or samplers, because sometimes if the pitch changes in the middle, it can sound... Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm sorry, but you need more than 10 milliseconds of silence at the end of your recordings. Ugh. Also, welcome to the stream, Ara. Sorry, I was tutorializing and then I got really salty. I'm really salty. But yeah, never do this. I was tutorializing, I got really salty. Okay, come on, just a little bit. I need just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, there we go. This is gonna sound like shit, dude. Like this is not enough silence at the end of a natural ending, by the way. In case you hadn't noticed. See, look at this! It even, like, it cuts off. Yeah. Yeah, for real. You can't see me right now, because my webcam is actually dead. So Helmo up in the corner is where my camera would normally be. But, yeah! Don't ever do this. Either record with background music in Orimo, or hold R after you're finished singing to continue recording for a little bit and get a little bit of a buffer zone so that this bullshit doesn't happen. And if you record in Audacity, fuck you. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry, that was a little harsh. Audacity is not ideal for recording utils, and you should definitely not do it unless you have absolutely no other choice. How is this a natural vowel ending? What do you want me to do here? What do you want me to do here? Here. See, like this is on the short side of buffer zones, but at least there is one. I just want this commission to be over, which is why I'm kind of blowing through these pitches right now. Oh, thank God. It's a duplicate, so I don't have to worry about how bullshit this is. It's cut off! They cut it off! They cut it off! Ugh! Awful. This voice bank also has ending VCs, so my typical approach for ending VCs in this is to sort of take... so that you can use them in the middle of a line without having to, like, guess how long you should make the note so that you can actually hear it. You put the pre-utterance right at the end of the consonant. I hadn't decided what I was doing with the overlap, if I was going with the VCCV method of leaving it at half, or the constant overlap method, which is just leave it at 100 like all of the other VCV stuff, but yeah. So that's a thing. It's intensely annoying, in case you were wondering. I remember when I first started, there's also transitional CCs in this bank, which I might have to turn off the music for a second because I need to listen to this. That's probably right. But, like, that's always the most for- and then that messes up my zoom level, which is going to- you're just gonna have to get used to that. Hold on. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Since I took this Oto from another pitch, sometimes the left blanks on the CCs aren't entirely accurate. It does not help that the pitch is so high that they sound weird. Like, they look weird. I need to zoom in again. This is going to be annoying, just so you know. Yeah, for real. Oh. That's probably fine. It's hard to tell because the spectrums look all weird because the pitch is so high. The pitch is so... Hold on, I gotta zoom in. This is impossible to see. There we go. I say as I immediately load one of the CC recordings and then completely destroy everything I just accomplished. That's probably fine. This one will be easier. At least S's are easy to see. Nope, that's not it. This one. There we go. So when you're otoing a CC like this, basically you want the pre-utterance at the end of the first consonant, and then you treat the second consonant the way you would treat it if it was a CVVC. If that makes any sense, if that was legible at all. Okay, well, it's definitely not that one. Not that one. This one, probably. No. Next one. No. It's fine. It's probably fine. I highly doubt that any of those CCs are going to be used more than, like, once in my entire life. Just so you're aware, Now I need to zoom in. Because I can't see. There we go. These are duplicates, so I'm not really gonna try there. We can turn the music back on for a bit. Like, speaking of creative choices that I don't agree with, including the limited VC from the CVVC recordings, it's not necessary, and it's so inconsistent you wouldn't even know when you could use it. Like, what is the point of this? But again, I just do what I'm paid to do. It's not my problem, I guess. Like, you'll notice the number of duplicates I'm not really paying much attention to. And that's because he said I didn't have to do them. So I'm not. Really. I just figure, you know, if it's like 3 or 4, whatever, I'll put the pre-utterance in about the right place. When it's like 30, no. I'm sorry, but no. I have another massive commission after this one to do. Like, the main thing is just these nasal vowels, because they're in every CVVC recording, and so there's like 40 duplicates. So, yeah, no, I'm not touching those. Speaking of which, okay, calm down, just for a second. Stay with me, Sephiram. So for a softer consonant like this one, which is, I kind of tend to put the pre-utterance like towards the middle. Like, you kind of want to have a little bit left after it, but you don't want to. You want to include it at least a little bit for an NVC. Because again, when you use it in the middle of the line, that way you won't have to worry about whether or not you can hear it. I wish the recording name had all of them in a row so I could actually tell what it is without having to listen to it. Hang on. Like, I have to listen to the whole thing. Okay, so that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Ugh. Awful. So with VCs, you kind of want to make sure the overlap is before the vowel starts getting consistent at the end, and then you adjust the pre-utterance to match the end of the vowel. And then for a softer consonant like you would include practically the whole thing, and just leave like a sliver between the consonant and the right blank, because otherwise it'll sound like shit. Well, at least now I know, hypothetically, it should be here. Excuse me. Which is also why you want to make sure you're at an appropriate zoom level, which is impossible when some of these recordings are like 30 seconds long. Seriously. It's also hard when, again, because at a pitch this high, your voice changes so much. Sure. You'll also notice I'm not really putting much effort into the CCs, and that's because they probably won't, most of them probably won't ever get used. So this is probably the strangest Utao bank I've ever seen. And it doesn't help that I don't have a sense of scale when it's zoomed out this far. I hate having to change the zoom rate setting every damn time. Did I mention you also don't need to keep every single duplicate in a Japanese bank? Because you don't. Actually, you don't need to keep any of them. You have everything you need. It's not like our pacing where God knows what pronunciation it is. That's gonna need to be bigger. See, this is the problem with VCD. It's like on things like this, I either have to make the pre-utterance like ungodly long, or like cut off the part of the vowel that we don't want to cut off. Which is why you should always try to pronounce your VCD consonants quickly to prevent your Oto from being bad. With CVVC it doesn't matter as much, because you can just kind of manually adjust the pre-utterances so that the timing is smoother, but VCV you don't really have a choice. the original timing from the recording is going to be preserved whether you want that or not. Oh, jeez. I'm glad you all showed up to hear me shout about Otos for 5 hours. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward no matter what I do. Because again, the note's so high that you can't really... It's not going to be consistent for very long, because voices don't work that way. Let's get a bit bigger. I didn't really decide what I was doing with that, and I still haven't. So we're just gonna have to see how well this works out. Because, like, the idea is, if the overlap is before the vowel becomes inconsistent, then the only thing that'll be crossfading is the consistent portion of vowel, and it'll sound really smooth. Hypothetically. Assuming other things don't go wrong. Which, with this bank, who knows? That's one thing I had to get used to when I started doing Oto commissions, was like, people give me things that I normally would never have recorded or left in, and I just kind of have to deal with it. But yeah, it's easiest to see what to do with NVCs on consonants like B. Because, like, okay, so you've got your consonant and you've got your aspiration. You put the pre-entrance in between them, and that's all you need to do. With softer consonants, it's a little more wishy-washy. There. I probably should have done the CCs before I sorted by alias, but it's too late now. Oh well. Wait, no, hang on. That's not a B, is it? Nope, that's a P. think the B is before it? Yeah. I have no idea. Sorry for being so inconsistent with the music, but I just yeah. Also, for the record, CCs between two hard consonants don't need to exist. There's no purpose. There's no purpose. Like a softer consonant like S, yeah, it changes a little bit towards the end. That's the wrong... It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Like, you can kind of hear it change to a B before the actual B hits, and, like, that makes sense. Hard consonant transitions don't need to happen. That's just not a thing that you need. Except for, like, something like R pacing, where, like, the Oto sort of relies on them existing. No? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh. There we go. There we go. All right. Another thing that doesn't need to exist. These are N consonants. Don't ever do this. Ever. Or I will come to your house and kill you. They serve exactly zero purpose. The other thing is, like, VCs with the CYs don't need to exist because you just auto them exactly the same way as if you were autoing it with just the C, so they don't serve any purpose. The only exception to that is HY, because HY is actually a different phoneme. Everything else is not necessary. But again, I'm just gonna do what I need to do to get this commission out of my life forever. That's sort of me with every commission, if I'm being honest. It's just like, oh, I have to do this, working. But then, I don't know, it's not so bad. We've gotten 200 lines done on this pitch just in the time that we were talking. And, like, I did 500 lines on the other pitch to finish it, so, like, we're blowing through this. Like, having a good base auto is like 80% of, like, going fast. Because, like, all the numbers are set, you don't even have to do anything. You just click the pre-outer into the right place and move on. This was another part where it's just like I had no idea where I was. Okay, well, that's not it. It's this one, right? I can't tell. No, that's a J. This is TS though, isn't it? Yeah. So CH must be before that. Yeah. I'm slowly learning the order of these, but like... This is the third pitch I'm OTOing, and I still hate them. Although mostly I hate the fact that they mess up my zoom, and then I have to zoom back in for... It's like, this is TS, right? Yep. So, ch is back here. And then for a hard consonant, you cut it out, and so this basically serves no purpose, but... Sometimes CH can be a little hard to cut out, because like sometimes it gets pretty close and it slurs a little bit. Oh wow, that one's actually right. Nice. That's not it. This is it. I think. It's like my favorite song on the soundtrack too. It's from the Spook House level. I was right! I was right! I'll tell you what, you ever want something to teach you how consonants look on a spectrum? OTOing! OTOing will teach you how consonants look like on a spectrum. It's just hard at a higher pitch because, like I said, they get all distorted. Oh, well, that's not it. Oh, come on. Just work with me here. There we go. Nice! Like, the only time at which my zoom will be safe is when I get all the way down past all of these into where it's just the hiragana, because that's just CV and VCV, so all of the CCs are gone. Because I hate looking at it so zoomed out like that, but you really can't do anything about it when the recording is that long. I think it's this one. I'm gonna put it there and hope for the best. That's gonna need to be smaller. Sure, that's not what I wanted to click. There we go. How long have I been on for? About 2 hours? Alright. No. I the other thing, these recordings take forever to load because... they're so big. If you take anything away from this stream, please let it be that you should always leave space at the end of your recordings. And at the beginning, that's important too. I haven't really talked about that much, but that's important too. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh. Ew, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Well, a bit bigger. There we go. Assuming Utah won't just, like... Yeah, that's J. I think it's 4... It's close enough, anyways. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Sorry. Oh no, I opened Audacity on accident. No. Probably sound better. I'm gonna see if we can at least get halfway through this today. it. Go back. Go back. Oh, that's... okay. Interesting. Oh, shit. What? I think my YouTube app crashed. Crap, I lost the chat. Sorry about that, folks. It'll be back up in a second. Damn it! My tablet is like a million years old, and so it does things that I don't agree with sometimes, and you just gotta live with it, you know? I'll try to get the chat up on my phone. Just excuse me for a minute while I get the chat pulled up again. Alright. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean... nothing. Nothing is good. But again, it's not my position to argue. I got paid to Oto this, so I will. I mean, I guess it could be useful for English. Maybe. Wait. Hold on. Next one. I was gonna say, that's not a G. That doesn't look anything like a G. Nothing. English. No. English. Or I guess sometimes in Japanese when like, sometimes like it ends in sus instead of su. Or something like that. But you're never, like, literally, you will never use these. Maybe, like, once. Once. And having GW as an ending constant is just, I mean, that's just wrong. That's just an abomination. What is... Okay. Hang on a second, everybody. I gotta go real quick. and I'm back. Sorry about that. Whew. Let me see. The other thing you don't really need in a Japanese bank is KW and GW, but I mean, it's not unheard of, it's just unnecessary. That's better. Whew. So yeah, this part is mainly just gonna be PCs, and then the CVs will come later. I did a couple CVs up there, but that was just because they were written in Roman letters, and that's how set ran. So that's nice. Whew. I am gonna say, dinner is probably soon. So I don't know how much longer this stream will last, but I'm gonna write it out. Yeah, I learned a lot of hiragana from Utao, actually. Like, just from using Utao without Iro or the IME. Because I was too stupid to know about any of those things. Oh, that needs to be much bigger. It's really weird towards the end there. That's probably about right. Oh, wait. Oh, ew. It's gotta be this one, though, right? It's gotta be. That's why. Yeah, damn, okay. It's this one, gotta be. Yeah. Perfect. That just sounds like someone dying. That is the opposite of what I wanted. There we go. At least H is easy to see. Alright, yeah. See ya. Oh, come on. Work with me here. I as well. Jesus. Wait. No. There. I think. I can't tell. But I'm sure if I can't tell that no one else will be able to tell either. this is F. This is J. Okay. Come on, man. That's the other thing that you really don't need. CC transitions between the same consonant. No purpose. Stay with me, Sepram. Stay with me. We're about 400 lines in on the Oto. This is a status update. I think if I wanted to, I could get this pitch done today. I don't want that. I want to have something else in my life, but I could if I pushed myself, yeah. Okay, so it should be around here somewhere. No, that's R. Hang on. No. This one? There we go. Wait, no, before this. I think. After? Gotta be after. I have no idea. No. Perfect. Okay. turn on my heater. It's kind of cold. Oh no. No, I think I got it. Okay. Their vowels sound very similar. This is another one where it's just like, eh. I mean, it's never gonna turn out good. Unless it's this one. I think it might be this one, actually. I'll probably go at dinner time just because I'm getting a little tired of streaming, but I am almost 500 lines through this pitch. So that's nice. Okay, I have no actual idea. I knew it would. I was right. Nice. In my two hands is enough to set me free. I can fight the feelings to resist it all the time. But when it's just too much to take, you speak up from behind. Is it me you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for. Hey, trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity, trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. Like a million faces, I've recognized them all, and one by one they all. Yeah, it's probably fine. In the face of reason, I can't take no more. One by one they all come a black mark on the floor. Is it me? You say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Hey, hey, yeah! Trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity, trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. You can take another lifelong try. You can take another try. Ugh. Trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity, trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. Trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Oh my god, okay. Wait, no, no. I'm confused. I was looking for the Japanese art. It is not that. Okay. Hold on. There we go. I was wrong. I was wrong. It was the other one. Almost 600 lines now. Yeah. Okay. What? Maybe? Okay. I gotta go. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see y'all next time.